Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Loud and clear. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. It's so fitting and it's only right that we start off the first ever episode of the Forbidden Door Podcast. I'm wearing a Better Than You, and you know it, T. So we had to start with the MJF. I've been telling people for, I say, a year and a half. 2 years I've been watching AEW every show. Haven't missed a show. But I've been saying for a year and a half that I wanted to do what I'm finally doing right now. I wanted to create the first ever podcast who's not just up here talking shit about Tony Khan and the AEW talent trying to get numbers, who's not up here everything AEW does, we got to bring up a moment in WWE where they did something similar, or, oh, this reminds me of. Nah, I'm here to enjoy AEW. I'm here to talk about AEW, all right? This is, as you can see it right there, the Forbidden Door Podcast. And this is episode 1. And it's so fitting, as you could read right up there. We're going to be talking about Forbidden Door 2025 London. Before we get to starting and breaking down these matches, I want to shout out Brahm. My nigga Brahma made this beautiful layout. As y'all can see, we really are literally inside the Forbidden Door right now. This layout is beautiful. Dynamite, Collision. Boy, we have something special for y'all. I'm excited to see how this is going to grow and how y'all are going to react to, you know, my take and the type of wrestling I enjoy. And I know the type of wrestling you enjoy too, because as of 2025, I don't see any promotion that's fucking with AEW right now. AEW is on fire. Like, on fire. So starting off, like I said, I wanted to shout out Brahma for this beautiful layout and the layouts that y'all are about to see for my Collision and y'all are about to see for my Dynamite reviews. Now, we're just talking about the pay-per-view. First off, shout out to everyone and every wrestler and everybody that was a part of it, cameraman, or the production. Everything on Forbidden Door looked amazing, sounded amazing. The Japanese announcer, boy, that man just makes it feel, every match feel like a big match, don't he? God dang, that man's different, I ain't gonna lie. That Japanese ring announcer, he is the one. So here we go right here. So this is the pay-per-view. These are the matches we're going to be breaking down. I'm going to tell you what I thought watching the pay-per-view. I did only get to watch the pay-per-view one time, so I don't want to give a rating. Maybe I could give my rating. I could give my rating for a first watch. I was very impressed with this pay-per-view. Very impressed with this pay-per-view. And it seems like AEW kind of like, sets themselves up because the last pay-per-view was amazing. And then it's always the last pay-per-view was amazing. And it's like, how are we gonna top this? Or what are we gonna do to top this? But I'm not gonna lie. I know the internet, right? They have this weird fixation on like predicting when AEW is gonna go under. Just stop doing it. Stop. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. AEW is on fire. So the thing on the internet, people was like, oh, Forbidden Door is supposed to be one of their top pay-per-views, but it kind of lost the spunk because Tony keeps signing. Man, shut the fuck up. This was one of the best pay-per-views in wrestling this whole year off of my first watch. Literally. So we're going to start with the pre-show because I want to give those wrestlers, and I'm going to be quick with it on the pre-show, and then we'll dive into the main card of the pay-per-view. But just starting off on my notes I have written down, they broke the record. Not the record just for AEW. They broke ever in that arena, most ever. So that's counting their competitors. 18,992 people was packed in that arena. I think they call it the O2. I'm trying to see if it's on that. I can't see it, but I believe it's called the O2. But they packed that bitch out, bro. They broke the record. So all that AEW going down and shit, you just sound stupid to me, man. They breaking records right now. Literally, like breaking records with solid product, like great matches and grown stories that we can all like actually like sink our teeth into and enjoy as adults. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what type of wrestling y'all like. Y'all just be like put on a front. So let's just go. Starting off with the pre-show, I have written down something that I don't feel like is said in the wrestling community enough. My dog Jeff Jarrett is like on the pre-shows. Jeff Jarrett don't miss, bro. His energy is always high. I'm always feeling like, dang, bro, I wish Jeff Jarrett would be on commentator. No bull, right? Like when I'm watching the pre-show, I'm like, Jeff Jarrett, he got a good voice. We know he a legend too. He's someone we will want to listen to more. Very underrated, right? So I think the first one started off with the Don Callis family and crew, and Hechicero, Josh Alexander, and then Leo Rush and Action Andretti. They versed. So already with Hechicero right there, if y'all don't know, let me see. I could try to help y'all out. If y'all aren't hip to Hechicero, I'm gonna try to show you who he is right now. Maybe they had the pre-show picture perfect. All right, perfect. So right here. So just giving love to these guys, right? We started this is how we starting off the pay-per-view, right? So Hechicero right here, Josh Alexander, and Crew. Crew's been missing, at least probably like 2 shows. So it was great to see that they're getting a spot, right? I do want to see if I can't find some else for you. I do want to see if I can find something else for you. I want to see if I can find this guy's entrance. Maybe I can find any of their entrances. That would be pretty cool. Let y'all watch these entrances, because obviously, like I said, people was saying, oh, what can the Forbidden Door be now that Tony Khan has opened the actual Forbidden Door? And a lot of these wrestlers are signed to to AEW, which we wanted to see them on regular TV in America, like our Will Ospreays, our Jay White, even though he's hurt, but Okada, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, all these people, Konosuke Takeshita. But what I'm about to show you, and if I can't show you, it's okay. I could still say the point I have written down. About the Forbidden Door this year, which I really liked, I don't think they have the entrances. It's alright. I at least wanted to look. I mean, I could show y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. Fuck that. Alright, look, y'all. So y'all know it's right here on there. This is part of the free. So they better not hit me with nothing. So like I'm saying, so this is what the Forbidden Door could be, where some of these names we know, and for the person who's just buying the pay-per-view just because off the hype, giving them a great entrance is definitely gonna make somebody want to have some replay value or be like, oh, who's this? So moving forward, this is the Forbidden Door debuting new talent from a New Japan, but he ain't new, but I'm just saying, debuting a great talent that they feel like they could push to the American audience. Forbidden Door pay-per-view moving forward, that's where we should try to really lock in. But I did, because this is someone, even myself, I've been watching AEW for the last 2 years, and both of these guys right here, I'm not even hip to, because I don't watch New Japan. I don't have time to watch New Japan. It's like, you know what time it is in America? Come on. So like, this is their junior heavyweight champion right there. And then this dude right here on my notes, Yu Uemura, he remind me of kind of like, this is Paragon, he's gonna come on next. I don't know if y'all seen Demon Slayer. He remind me of Rengoku. Watch, you gonna see him. And then they said that he's the future of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He calls himself the son of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Watch, here he comes right here. And this is on the pre-show, you feel me? So this ain't even the main pay-per-view. This is the pre-show. But just peep, like, he gave me like Rengoku vibes, you feel me? Like ultimate babyface. And he's talking about he's the son of New Japan. Like, I thought it was really cool to like debut people or that partnership. You know what I'm saying, here on the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. And like I said, this is the pre-show, so I'll keep it short. He gets the pin. The dude that I'm saying remind me of Rengoku, he got the pin. He won that match. So like, Tony Khan definitely knew the booking. The booking was great. He ends up winning that with a move that, it was like a slam that kind of looked like a Northern Lights. They called it the deadbolt. It was kind of fire, kind of like a Northern Lights. He ends up with the bridge, pinning Leo Rush. Towards the end of that match, we had Don Callis family obviously not fucking with that. They lost. They did the typical heel shit. They're beating up everybody in the ring, and then we got a big pop from Ishii. Like, this is what I'm telling y'all about the Forbidden Door. Like, that's what the fuck they want to see. Like, this is crazy already. Like, this is on the pre-show. So moving on from that, we got GOA, Gates of Agony, and Ricochet versus Michael Oku. I think I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but I saw bro fight Nick Wayne because I went to the show in Boston. I saw him fight on ROH, him versus Nick Wayne. And bro's a hooper, and he got a big pop because I know he's from out there, right? Let me see if I can find. Let's see. I think I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Boom. So, bro with jet speed right here. But this is the nigga I'm talking about right here. I seen him fight Nick Wayne, and he was nice in person. Like, bro is definitely a hooper. So this is the 4 matches that we got on our pre-show. So coming into that, I was happy one Jet Speed is getting a spot on the pay-per-view, even if it is on the pre-show, and because both of them are hella fucking new, and these dudes are just getting over. Jet Speed is looking like, I wouldn't say fan favorite yet in the tag division, but I know the AEW crowd is definitely pushing for them to keep moving in this direction. You feel me? Now they're on the pre-show. You know, they gonna get it. I don't think Hurt Syndicate really wanted to lose to them, but I like how the Hurt Syndicate, they played it off. They was professional with it. They ain't really say nothing, and they spun off. They played off the internet dweebs. But so let's see. Like I said, I got written down. Happy Jet Speed got the spot on the card. We could definitely see Michael Oku signing. I could definitely see that, because I'm really not sure if he's New Japan or where he signed to. So that's another cool pop right there for the Forbidden Doors, like what I'm talking about, where it's like it's not just New Japan or the CMLL, the Mexican brand wrestling league. It's like people from all over. I think this motherfucker might be like some wrestling Red Pro or something, but that dude hoop, he caught a couple bumps. He took a couple bumps that was crazy. Going over the rope, he got pounced. It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It was a good match. It was a dope ass match. The Gates of Agony. Where was it? Where was their finisher? What was it? Open the Gates. So they kind of do like a 2-man. What is it, a razor edge, like a 2-man razor edge, like one person is like crucifying the person, so it would just be like this, basically a 1-man razor edge, but instead you got 2 people, one person holding up here and and they slam them. So they did the Open the Gates, which is a dope ass tag team finisher name, and then right after, Ricochet loaded up, bow, and got the spirit gun. So I was rolling with the finish. I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Just with that alone, I have written down, it was a great win for Gates of Agony. And Ricochet turning heel has really done like wonders for his, like, I feel like his career. Because right now he's tapping into his own faction. Not only his own faction, I feel like, my bad, my dog. With him going heel, there's so many baby faces in AEW. There's so many baby faces, and their names are huge. We got Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland. You know what I mean? And that's just me starting. You feel me? So like, him going heel and actually doing this heel work and making this actually stick is dope. We definitely need great heels, and I wrote down Ricochet turning into a great heel with just this. This was the pre-show is what I'm saying when I wrote this down. What the hell, Heavy? You want to come back? Come on. All right. So moving on to that, it was Triangle of Madness. Obviously, Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Tekla. Anything with Sky Blue and Julia Hart, they was a team already. I feel like their production be on point, ring gear on point. Um, and Megan Bain and Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford wasn't in the match, but with it being a multi-man like you gotta know like she's definitely gonna get involved, and now it's a like a 5-on-4. Um, Even before the pay-per-view, I was already feeling like how I just said the production for the what is it, Triangle of Madness. I always feel like the production and presentation of Megan Bain has been fire, right? I fuck with Megan Bain. So with Megan Bain supposedly being this like giant, right? Women wrestler, like if you're gonna compare it to someone like she's like the I don't even want to say that, yeah, it's a bad comparison, but she just supposed to be booked super duper strong, like a giant basically. I don't know. I don't want to compare to nobody. I feel like if we're gonna do the tournament, we have Penelope Ford and Megan Bain win the tag team belts, and the whole tournament, Megan Bain is just teeing up Dolo, basically. Penelope Ford is just there, but doing character work. You feel me? Cause like if she could tap more into her, like character wise, getting over with the crowd like that, Penelope Ford would be a great. That would be a great revamp for her too. And then obviously we could always have a team, an actual team, come and beat them, but it would still make Megan Bain, cause she already looks like a goddess amongst them. You know what I mean? That's kind of how she's like booked, and her whole get up, her whole gimmick. So I would love to see that when they redo that tournament, or when they revisit booking the tournament, I should say, for the tag team titles, because it'll be the first time, so it's not redoing. Um, I would love Megan Bain and Penelope Ford to actually win that. Awesome, just Megan Bain beating the whole women division, because it's not me personally. I would say like Willow, she should be in line to win the world championship. Chris Statlander. You feel me? So like her getting a tag belt would be something great to keep her busy right now, and making her into keeping her as a star and looking as larger than life. Soon as Willow's music hit, oh man, that whole place erupted. And this is the pre-show. Bro, that shit was crazy. Uh, Definitely the babe with the power bomb. Queen Aminata, Harley Cameron. Obviously, Harley Cameron's been over since Harley Cameron. Chris Statlander. All of them. I had all of them looking great. Um, this was actually because usually I write down when we get like AEW chance, AEW, AEW, or like this is awesome chance, or fight forever. But I wasn't. I don't think I was paying attention. I was doing a couple other things because I was already mad that I didn't get to watch the pay-per-view live. So I had to stay off of Twitter. So I couldn't even tweet on the Forbidden Door Podcast Twitter the clips that I was actually enjoying or what I thought about the show, because I was going to see spoilers. So it was a whole bunch of shit going on. But I knew to write down this for the women's match. There was definitely AEW chance. And it quickly turned, like I said, it turned into a 5-on-4. Penelope Ford was involved like the whole match, and that's what a good thing. I'm not mad at that. I'm saying that should be her whole shit. It should just be Megan Bain with like Pinky in the Brain. You feel me, on some shit. And me coming into the match, I was thinking that, and of course, Megan Bain gets the win. I thought it was fire. I also put Tekla's moveset is crazy. Is crazy. So after that, I think this was the last match for the pre-show. It was the excuse, excuse me, the trio tag team championship. This is one thing where it's like I said this the last time I was watching with Nito and a couple of my homies. Everything has been booked perfect. For me, everything's been booked perfect. And I don't know if it's because Samoa Joe is still doing the that TV show. And if it is because of that, then I respect it. You gotta get your back, and it's cool as hell. Tony Khan is cool with it. But the trio tag belts are the only belts where I feel like they're not giving us enough story behind why we're having the matches, and it's okay to have just at least one of your belts or one person who just likes fantasy booking where it's just like, oh, this guy versus this guy, and it's just a dope match because it's a dope match, and there's no real like any story behind it. Because I feel like in 2025 AEW has been leading in stories like better than any company. Like the stories are just the best part, to be real. And it's like, bro, they're having like an all-time year. Like 2025 is an all-time year for AEW. No bullshit. But like I'm saying, the trio belts, I think they just gave us what, like one collision, maybe a dynamite, of the War Dogs calling them out. But still, it's Forbidden Door. It was cool to see these guys come out. So this is my first time ever seeing them. Bullet Club, War Dogs. It was my first time seeing them. It's the last match on the pre-show. You know, stadium's starting to get packed. We already knew it was a sold out, but now they're just like putting extra seats. They said when the show starts, they're like, hey, because it's 8,992. They even said it on comment. They're like, yo, you know, we try to put 8 more seats, like to try to get that 19,000 number just to round it off. But there wasn't even a spot for 8 more seats, so it was packed. So it was cool to see that they ended with the trio belts. Samoa Joe is over as shit. Is something I got written down. I also have the same kind of sentiments where it's like it's a great spot for the Bullet Club War Dogs, because even myself who watch AEW, I heard of them, but I ain't never seen them. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I watch New Japan a lot. Excuse me. Um, I said it was a great way to get the trio belts back some momentum. So I am hoping, like, let's say, I know Joe is the one or the leader of the faction, but Powerhouse Hobbs and Shibata could still do some kind of promo work. You know what I mean? And it would be good just to see them too, because I feel like it'll be authentic. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would mesh. I think it would be dope. But it definitely needs some momentum, and I would like to see more of the trios, because we have dope factions now. We have a lot of dope factions. You feel me? Fuck around and see the Hurt Syndicate get the trio, because if we just gonna have them belts as a belt to where it don't need to be the focal point no more in AEW. Shit, just having extra gold on Bobby and Shelton and MVP is never a bad idea, bro. Cause I'm gonna get into that match later, but respect to the Almighty, bro. These niggas is over. Her syndicate is that shit's crazy, but so the pay-per-view starts. Soon as the pay-per-view starts, from the pre-show, I see the Ops, they retain their title, of course. And in my head, I'm like, dang, what match? Let me show y'all again. Ready? Y'all niggas talk so much shit about Tony Khan. So You tell me what match you would have started this pay-per-view with, man. What you thinking? Come on. Bro, this man is such a sicko. This man starts the pay-per-view with Adam Copeland and Christian, bro. This is crazy. This is the ability of AEW, bro. Where they having banger matches, but they telling crazy actual stories, like grown stories. This is his. We know they're not brothers, but this is like his brother. He came to AEW to finally work with him. It took a whole year for Christian finally to come around and be like, all right, we could work together. And it took a whole lot of bullshit. I'm in a good way. I mean, like a whole lot of storytelling. It took a whole lot of shit to happen for him finally to get this point. In the last last promo, sorry, he said, we ain't on the same page, but we at least writing in the same book. And then he said he'll do a tag team match with him. So, bro, I'm sitting here, pay-per-view starts. Yo, what match gonna start? You think you know him. Bro, soon as this man Copeland's music hit, the whole London started singing this shit. Not just the 18,000 people, 18,992. Nigga, I'm talking the whole goddamn London. This shit was crazy as fuck. This was one of the loudest. They sang the shit. They cut the music off. They re-sang the shit. America, we need to step the fuck up. When they be doing pay-per-views in America, we don't be doing this. We got to step the fuck up. That's a sidebar. But, damn, I kind of want to watch this shit. Let me see if they have it on their Twitter, then I won't get in trouble for it. Man, I'm telling you, bro, this man Adam Copeland's. It would be so fire if I could show you this. Oh my God, they got it, y'all. They got it, y'all. Look at this, bro. This shit. Bro. And y'all want to talk shit about this? Come on, man. Look at that kid. This was
Superstar Adam Copeland.
Yo. Damn, they don't have that. That's unfortunate. It's okay, but I can't push it. All right, Ivy, I ain't gonna let you back in. You doing too much. But yeah, so, bro, they sang that whole intro. It stopped. They sang it again, right? I'm like, yo, Adam Rated R Superstar. This man is a mega star still. Like, I don't care what no one's saying. This man's a mega star still. So, in my head, I'm like, dang. All right, here we go. Adam Copeland come out. Crazy pop. Like, insane pop. You heard it. I wish you could have heard them singing after. I can't look that up. I ain't doing all that. Whatever's on their Twitter, I'll show you and we'll react to that. I can't react to anything else. But bro, I'm like, yo, this man's a megastar still. Like, shout out to Adam Copeland, the 90s babies. We eating good. Bro, Christian Cage comes out. They got Christians. Bro, Christian comes out. He don't miss a beat, bro. Watch. bro. And this is a man. See, they didn't even get the whole thing. But this is a man that just turned, literally just came to babyface, and they already cheering for him like that. It was once he got in the ring, he really got his pop. So, bro, I'm like, Christian comes out. Well, Adam Copeland comes out first, mega star. Christian comes out, doesn't miss a step. Like the cheer for both of them, crazy pop. I also have written down. Shout out to Tony Khan, right, for not, because this is definitely not the way they wanted to pull out a kill switch, Luchasaurus. And I only say that not like I know some. This is my speculation because he was already cleared. Luchasaurus kill switch, whatever one you want to call him, he was already cleared, but I don't think it made sense, and that's why the original match was Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian versus Adam Copeland and Christian. But I want to shout out Tony Khan because shit happens, you know what I'm saying? Nick Wayne gets injured, and then he's like, all right, the only thing that actually really makes sense to keep it in this story is we put Kill Switch, Luchasaurus, whatever you want to call him, in this match, but have it written where he ain't really listening or he don't really give a fuck about Kip Sabian. This is more so just so he could get his hands on Christian Cage. And he comes out with the Luchasaurus green, but they still call him Kill Switch. And two, throughout the whole match, I thought it was funny and dope writing where Luchasaurus he's doing moves but using Kip Sabian as like the weapon. So like he's doing a power bomb but slamming his teammate on the opponents. Doesn't matter if it hurts his teammate. I thought that shit was dope. He was bullying him. He was bullying Kip Sabian the whole tag match. Let's see. Obviously, star power. I wrote down star power. You're thinking, all right, it makes sense. You know, just throw Adam Copeland and Christian Cage out there. But AEW and AEW fans, bro, it's about the actual match also, though. And when I tell you, it was great to see these two, Christian Cage and Adam Copeland, as a team having a great match, great length. They let them have a good amount. I should have wrote down. That's one thing I'm going to do, too. Next time I take notes, too, on pay-per-views, I think for pay-per-views, I'm going to write down the length of the match. This match was I think it was a perfect amount of time where I didn't feel like any spots wasn't rushed. I didn't feel like any spears was rushed, like Copeland bringing out his finisher. And I don't even feel like let's see, because you're watching an AEW match or AEW show, so you're gonna see some crazy shit. We got a lights out cage match at the end. I don't feel like this match, the pace of this match, ever got out of hand where it was like, oh, this is a bad match. These guys, with them calling this probably on the fly because Nick Wayne getting hurt and the original match and story that they wanted to tell is now completely switched because they're adding a new opponent into the match. Bruh, I have written down this match is great. The pace of the opening match is great. Christian Cage tags immediately just to get away from Kill Switch in the beginning. Classic. Even though he's a baby face, but just asshole shit. The whole crowd yells. And then literally in that moment, it's funny I said asshole shit, right? He sees Kill Switch, Luchasaurus gets in, so Christian Cage turns around and tags Copeland. So now Copeland got to get in and fight the giant Luchasaurus. You know what I'm saying? Like the big dude. So he looks at the crowd, and the whole crowd, he's our asshole. Like, it was just fire. You feel me? Like, classic Copeland and Christian shit. It was just fire. Let's see. Yep, I already said using Luchasaurus, using his body, Kip Sabian's body as a weapon. I had that written down. Also, I did not say when they finally did get the face off of Christian Cage and Kill Switch, there was a loud chant of Luchasaurus. Now, a lot of people are saying that they think the doctor that was working on Luchasaurus that brought him back to life in the video was Jack Perry, the scapegoat. Now, I don't know if, like, I'm not against him coming back to the team with Luchasaurus, but the scapegoat gimmick is, bro, that's one of my favorite characters. I'm not gonna lie, that scapegoat shit is crazy. But it is gonna be dope whenever they do bring Jack Perry in, whether it's with Luchasaurus or not, or against him or whatever they doing. I know it's gonna be fire. Jack Perry is dope, and he's young, and he's actually, I know he's tapped in. He's watching these people, and I know he wants to get back, cause he was, bro, that scapegoat shit. He was on fire with that shit. I have written down, so how they ended the match was cold too. So Christian Cage does, like, he throws him to the rope. I think it had to be Kip Sabian. I didn't write down who it was, but he gets a rope rebound, and when the opponent comes back to him, he picks him up like in a flat line, like he's about to do a flat line, and flapjack. Sorry, picks him up like he's about to do a flapjack. The opponent's up here, and Copeland comes and does a running spear, bro, and it was on point. It was just smooth. It was at the perfect time in the match. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even know the match was gonna end. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, I was enjoying the match, and it just ended. You know, sometimes when you're like, all right, it's getting to the end, and it should be the end already. Nah, this match was fire, and it just ended nice. They got a standing ovation. Could be Copeland's last time ever performing in London, but at the end of the match, Christian Cage finally shakes Copeland's hand. Copeland goes for a hug, gets the hug, but it's like a sideways hug. Christian doesn't really want to hug him, pushes him off, and then they shake hands one more time. So I do believe that would on Wednesday, tomorrow. That's why I wanted to hurry up and do this today. That we should figure out what's the direction. Damn, my bad. What's the direction? Because I know they gotta be gearing towards the tag team titles, or something. Something has to happen. Even if not, they have that whole story with FTR also, and we could see a crazy street fight. Let's see. Oh yeah. I have written down, because I think it's the TNT match that came next. So, bro, shout out to one of my GOATs, the American Dragon. Bryan Danielson was on commentary. Bro, for the Forbidden Door, if Bryan Danielson doesn't want to do commentary every show, all right, I respect it, bro. Like, he don't have to do that. But Bryan Danielson needs to do commentary every pay-per-view now. Bryan Danielson was literally, like, breaking down exactly what I be talking about in a match, where it's like, AEW is about, yeah, you got to have a story, and we want those. But the story is also told in that ring. Like, if I do 8 dragon screws on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is wrestling, bro. Like, you shouldn't be just walking and running at full speed, you feel me? And we in the middle of the match. Nigga, I done broke you down, bro. If I keep targeting your arm and your finisher is a lariat, your finisher probably ain't that strong, you know what I mean, towards the end. Or you might not be able to get that bitch off really how you want to. So Bryan Danielson's just breaking all that shit down, bro, and I'm enjoying the whole thing while he's doing it. So Hiromu Takahashi versus Kyle Fletcher, the Proto Star. I have written down because it's the Forbidden Door, like y'all see, and it's a lot of New Japan wrestlers. I like how they was informing us about in New Japan they really do like wrestling as if it's like a boxing or MMA match type shit where like there's weight classes and it goes by your weight for real like so that's why there's like a junior heavyweight champion that we saw in the Desperado is the junior heavyweight champion, but they were saying a lot of stuff like that, and I just wrote that down. Like I thought it was cool because for someone who is a wrestling fan, one, if you're a wrestling fan and it's a company you never watch, but it's AEW, so Tony Khan is in business with these people. You always see them on Forbidden Door pay-per-view, sometimes on Dynamite and Collision. Even if you don't have the time to watch New Japan, it's cool to like, all right, when I do see this person, this is, this is a heel or a babyface, or he's going to be fighting like the mid-tier people or the main eventers, you know what I'm saying? And it was dope. They was giving all the video packages before the match. So they was comparing Takahashi to Darby Allin. Like they were saying Hiromu Takahashi is like New Japan's Darby Allin. And then while they're like breaking this down in his weight class, in the ring, they're telling the same story. Kyle Fletcher, bro, Kyle Fletcher, if y'all watch AEW, Kyle Fletcher putting this man through the ringer. Bow, doing his finisher, kicking him in the face. Bro, suplex this way. Michinoku driver this way. Bow, slamming him. This dude's really taking a bump. He ain't no selling it where it's like whack, where it's like, all right, bro, you tripping. He's selling it. He getting beat up. But then out of nowhere, he just laughing. Like, bro, really just eating this shit, bro. I think I definitely want to show you. I want to see if there was a... I know they have a couple clips. Like, look at bro, man. This bro sick. This is after Darby. I mean, not Darby. This is after Kyle Fletcher was beating his ass. This is the way he laughing and shit. But bro, this was the sequence. Oh my God! Look at this sequence. I literally have this wrong. Hiromu huge apron reversal into a DDT, then jumps over the ropes for a huge power bomb. Wow. I was definite. This was fire. Like, oh, this was the moment where I'm like, I don't think Kyle Fletcher's gonna lose, but bro, the way they be making, they make their partners over there in New Japan, they make their wrestlers look really good, bro. Like, really good, bro. So that was probably like my second or third time I seen Hiromu Takahashi. And this was the best match, though, I'm not going to lie, that I seen of him. And, of course, Kyle Fletcher, OP, bro. Kyle Fletcher is the future. He's definitely a great TNT champion. Do we have the finish? I would love to show the finish. That's actually the last highlight. So we ain't gonna go anywhere else. We're just, like I said, we're only gonna use AEW's Twitter and the content that they let us review. And I hope that's cool because I'm not even sure. I didn't look that up, but it's on their Twitter. I'm pretty sure we could react to it. Again, very good match. And I also have written, it was a great match, and whoever wrote this match and the way Hiromu Takahashi and Kyle Fletcher called spots, they definitely thought about the viewer. And when I say that is the viewers on camera, in TV world like us, and then the viewers live in the building. That match is coming off of Adam Copeland and Christian, arguably the greatest tag team ever. So there's no way your star power is gonna outshine them. You feel me? You're gonna actually have to wrestle. And when I say they, like, Kyle Fletcher is a heel that we actually fuck with here in AEW, but that doesn't mean people are just over there doing proto star chants. You know what I mean? So when I say that, I feel like they wrote it thinking about the viewer. There was moments for Hiromu Takahashi actually looked like he was going to win, or actually getting momentum and the crowd staying behind him. You know what I'm saying? And then a big slam from the proto star Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher but Kyle Fletcher was cooking. You feel me? And the pace of a match too was definitely way more than the match before. And then to go from Adam Copeland, Christian, Kip Sabian, Luchasaurus story, then we go into the actual Forbidden Door of Hiromu Takahashi versus Kyle Fletcher, our proto star. Bro, Tony Khan, crazy ass. Man, this nigga went straight into the real Forbidden Door. And we got, I hope I'm saying her name right, Persephone from CMLL. Crazy. Then from Stardom, they had Bozilla. And I think they said Bozilla only been wrestling for 3 years, but she like 6'1". She like, like if it was a video game, her build would be like a giant. And bruh, she was cooking. And then obviously, I'm gonna show you the entrance. Mercedes Moné is goated, y'all. This the GOAT, bruh. This my GOAT. I ain't gonna hold you. This my GOAT, woman wrestler. This is my GOAT, woman wrestler, bro. On everyone's list, this gotta be number one. Everyone's list. I don't even respect your list of women wrestlers if Mercedes ain't one at this point. The Royal Guard. She came out with the Royal Guard, and then when the music hit, watch the gear. First off, the black and white like NWO. Bro, look at the gear, bro. This the GOAT. The CEO, the Monet, and the NWO colors, logo. Nah, bro. Bro. Bro, I'm going to say this right now. If you pay me $15 million to do anything in the world, don't ever think I would just show up to the places that are going to pay me, I don't know, man, a couple hundred. If that. Like, just for the love of the game. Like, y'all hating on her because she has Indies belts that y'all never heard of because it's a Indies fucking belt, you dumbasses. It's an Indies belt, but she's shedding her fucking light on these small companies. How many people you think went to that small whatever company is she got a belt from because they heard, oh, Mercedes Moné is on the card? Nigga, they sold out in their little venue, in their gym or whatever the fuck it is, whatever venue it is. They sold it out. So of course they're gonna give her the fucking belt because she has to come back sometime. She either gotta beat somebody else or she gotta put someone else over. Nigga, she coming back. Come on, man, y'all thinking the way that shit. Y'all just dumb, bruh. Y'all just want something to hate on. But then if she would have won the world championship and had both belts, it's corny. But it's corny for her to have Indies belts. Come on, it can't be, you know what I'm saying? It can't be both. Like, it can't. That shit's crazy. But anyways, the TBS champion, the CEO. And what I really wrote down too, obviously, the video package, I wish I could have showed you. It broke down Bozilla and Persephone because obviously, again, I don't watch CMLL, the Mexican brand, but all of their wrestlers are fire. All their wrestlers, bro, they're just like New Japan, where in Mexico, bro, you got to put on a real match. Like, you're telling the story, obviously, with your promos and shit, but just like in Japan, bro, the story is told in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you're telling the story, why you're winning or why you're losing, why he's hurt, his arm's hurt, or oh, he's fighting through an injury, whatever. So this was my first time seeing Bozilla and Persephone. Both of these people there was a moment where Mercedes Moné tried, like, she was on the floor already and she tried like the typical grab the opponent's leg and then pick her leg up to try to do one of them rolls, like roll-ups. And Bozilla just looked at her like, cause she huge. She just grabbed her, deadlifted her, slammed her. I'm like, all right, like, this is the wrestling. They cooking. Like, even though she the dang CEO of the TBF 9 belts, she ain't trying to be. And wearing the Hogan gear, she ain't getting ripped like Hogan where she just beating all in her. Nah, it was fire. Like, from the start, everyone was getting their shine. Everyone. And shout out to Alex Windsor, too. She got herself over quick here in AEW because that was the other opponent. I'm sorry, I didn't. She was representing AEW. She got herself over quick and organically. So, shout out to her for real. I have the spot saying she tried to roll up. She just stood there, deadlift. What else? So Alex Windsor, she do a double sharpshooter, and it's Mercedes Moné and Persephone. They're in the sharpshooter. It's a double sharpshooter, right? Alex Windsor is like trying to get the win, right? It doesn't matter who taps out. Bozilla walks over there and she just steps on both of the other two girls' hands so they can't tap out. And I never saw that spot in wrestling. So that was a cool ass spot to me. I never saw that. Not even just the double sharpshooter. I'm talking about the other opponent in the fatal four-way, like, you just stepping on it. Not obviously we saw them not like hold them, not allow them to tap out. But she just like walked up on some real like giant shit and just stepped on both of their hands. I thought that shit was fire. Bozilla really was like, when they say, oh, you can make someone look great in a loss, Bozilla came out on top of this match. Mercedes Moné won, rightfully so, and I'm kind of surprised. I thought they was gonna try to rocket Alex Windsor, and I'm glad they didn't. But I wasn't putting it past somebody else getting pinned and Mercedes Moné losing a clean way where she doesn't really lose. But Alex Windsor, she had them in that sharpshooter. Bozilla stops him, and I didn't get to figure out what either Bozilla or Persephone's finisher was. Um, oh wait, I'm lying. Cause how it ends, it was a razor's edge. So I'm assuming that's one of Persephone's signatures. She actually got a razor's edge off on Bozilla. You feel me? Like she did it on the biggest woman in the match, and she tries to hit Mercedes Moné also with a razor's edge, and Mercedes Moné reverses it and wins it off of a roll up. And it's the first match we've seen on the pay-per-view won by a roll up again. She's in a fatal four-way defending her title. Anyone could have got pinned and she could have lost. So do I think there was a big chance that Mercedes Moné could have lost? No. But there definitely was a chance. And I'm glad it didn't happen. But so Mercedes Moné won that one. We go right into our fan favorite, and it was Nigel McGuinness versus Zack Sabre Jr. Let me see what I got here. Before I get off of the TBS match, though, one of the belts that Mercedes Moné has is the CML World Women's Championship belt. Now, that is, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Even though I don't, and I admit I don't watch CMLL, it's the oldest wrestling company ever. That's not no indies backyard bullshit. For her to have that belt, that's huge. And I'm going to show you, this is what Persephone's face was after Mercedes Moné won. Now, I don't know what the CMLL and the pecking order of the women's roster is, but judging by that right there, there's already a story, and it looked like it would be a great one-on-one match if Mercedes Moné had to put up the CMLL world title against Persephone one-on-one match, and it would keep American fans like learning who this girl is. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows, Persephone next year on Forbidden Door could be a baby face and be a fan favorite, and maybe she could win something. You know what I mean? And just keep that that partnership mutual beneficial. You know what I mean? Beneficial for both, not just AEW. You know what I mean? Let's see. We had right after that match. Oh, like I said, so we went into a fan favorite match. It was Nigel McGuinness versus Zack Sabre Jr. and it was all about technical wrestling. Now there was a video package, and it was dope. It was Nigel McGuinness playing chess and against a world champion. I don't have his name written down. It wasn't someone that I was very familiar with, but it was another technical wrestler who's a legend in wrestling. So they was playing chess together, and then when the match started, Bryan Danielson goes, well, Nigel McGuinness said that he approaches wrestling like playing chess, while Zack Sabre Jr. approaches it like, I think he said, I forgot what art form of music, what genre of music I meant. He said he approaches it like. And then they're going back and forth on just grapples, holds, switching. He gets position, he gets a takedown. And though their styles was similar, it was different, and it was just dope because Bryan Danielson already gave you in the video package, already put your mind in thinking in chess mode. And Bryan Danielson mentions how Nigel McGuinness approaches it like chess, where Zack Sabre Jr. approaches it like it's a song and a dance. And um, hold on, let's see. Nigel said a quote, "You got to give up a hole to get a better one." And with the commentating with Bryan Danielson, this was a match that, whether it's my style or your style of wrestling, I didn't think it would matter because it's not my style of wrestling. But I was enjoying the switch of pace where we just watched super popular vintage tag team. We watched The Future, Proto Star, a New Japan. We watched a great women's match with arguably the best woman wrestler of all time and just the most hated, most popular right now. Um, and then now we're into a straight technical actual wrestling match. And the match ends on, I know every wrestling fan seen that moment where I got the pin. It's 1, 2, then you get the pin. Then we reverse it this way. Then you get the pin. Then I get the pin. Then you get the pin. Then you get. But AEW does it just so on a different level because like these dudes take this wrestling shit serious, bro. There's like obviously you saw the time where it's like just like rolling, but like they was doing switching like position, pause on all this, but switching everything. um and it was crazy. And guess what, the match ended in that roll up sequence. And there's been millions of times where we saw this sequence, but it doesn't. It was cool. You get a little clap, and then that was it. But this is supposed to be one of the best technical wrestling matches, so it makes sense that the match will actually end in one of these type of pins, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Going into that match, I didn't think that I would have enjoyed it as much. Excuse me. Going into that match, I did not think that I would be like, bro, every album I listen to, I love has a skip. And even if you like the song, sometimes if you're not in the mood, it might be a skip. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my God, like, bro, again, I seen Zack Sabre fight Bryan Danielson. Um, I think Orange Cassidy. Trying to think, but I only seen Nigel McGuinness versus Bryan Danielson, and Bryan Danielson could fight a gas station worker, and I'm gonna think it's a 5-star match. So I didn't, I didn't know Nigel McGuinness is really built like that, and now I understand the hype. Now I understand. It's either that or Zack Sabre Jr. also could have a match with anyone and be good. Because I knew Zack Sabre Jr. is nice. There's no way New Japan would crown him if he wasn't. But this is two good matches. Nigel McGuinness, hey, he still got some in the tank. That match was cold. That match was definitely cold. Then something happened that made me even happier about the future of AEW. So we're having great matches. It's a pay-per-view. We don't have to even really have promos because it's a pay-per-view. Bro, Tekla and Queen Aminata, when they started this rivalry, it was red hot. And I thought this was going to be something that they lost sight of because they're doing so much great things or so many stories and little stories. This story's connecting here, and they really are. Bro, Queen Aminata and Tekla start rumbling again. They throwing hands. They end up beating each other out back on the entrance. They on the entrance now. Obviously, the numbers game goes. So right now, I'm already excited. They're picking up this rivalry. Queen Aminata is getting an actual spot on the pay-per-view. She already was on the pre-show, but now we're on the real pay-per-view, y'all. So Queen Aminata, boom, she's on the real. She's fighting. She's getting beat up right now a little bit. Tekla in the Triangle of Madness, right, bro? Literally on my Twitter, I tweeted, "Where's Jamie Hayter?" I didn't know she was hurt, and that maybe that's on me. Maybe I didn't I'm not a weirdo. I don't really like be bashing and shit. So like it's not like I said anything negative. I was just saying where's Jamie Hayter, but I didn't know she was hurt. I definitely should have did the research on that and just said I miss Jamie Hayter. a better tweet. But who else makes the save? Jamie fucking Hayter comes back, makes the save, and the pop was crazy. And everybody must have been feeling like me because the women's roster, I feel like when Jamie Hayter came back, she had this, and she's so unique. Like we got Tony Storm, who's like an old vintage actor, and then we got Jamie Hayter always dressing like god dang Velma and shit, and because that's her swag. Like it's cool. Like she's just a character. You feel me? Like and she's fire. She plays the role fire. But bro, she came out on 10. Like on 10. I don't know how it was supposed to be written, but I know she went a little bit off script because you could tell like it was just lit. Like everybody was on their feet going crazy. I know she just felt it. It was fire. So I thought that moment was fire. One, Queen Aminata and Tekla are getting their story back, and we want to see that resolved. And then Jamie Hayter is back in the women's division. Um, let's see. So we're gonna get into one of my favorite matches on the card. Uh, the Hurt Syndicate versus FTR versus Bro Dito. Bro Dito is that classic, yo, we gonna put these two wrestlers together and y'all make the most of it, but this probably wasn't in their vision when they first started. It just got over. They started making moves together, and it's just fire as fuck. And I think it's dope as fuck that Brody King, the one that stayed loyal, just like Buddy did too, but he got injured. Get well, Buddy. Brody King, someone who stayed loyal to Tony Khan after Aleister Black left. Bro, and I don't even want to tap into that because again, bro, I'm here to highlight AEW. But I would never, bro. The grass ain't always greener, bro. Just say it. I'm gonna just say it like that. Grass ain't always greener. House of Black is gonna always be missed in AEW for me. And I think any AEW fan will say that if they're speaking truthfully. It's just it had one of them feels because it's a dark faction, whether they babyface or heels, bro. It's on some like it's cool. It's just dark, bro. The House of Black. You hear the name? It's crazy. So to leave and break that up, it sucks. So then you have Buddy and Brody King, and I think they was the Hounds of Hell, and Hellhounds, and they was gonna get over. Buddy got hurt, unfortunately, but for them to put him with Brodito, and for them to get themselves over, It's crazy. It's crazy. I really want to show y'all. All right, bet. All right, so I got all three. I can show you all three. So going into this tag match initially, right? Without they announcing, oh, the tag match is going, right? My first thought. Hold on. All right, all right. So it was. They have it a little different on their Twitter, but initial first thought was, I'm gonna show y'all FTR. Here we go. We're gonna watch FTR came out.
Introducing the challengers first, being accompanied by Stokely from Asheville, North Carolina, at a combined weight of 443 pounds.
So my first thought, I'm writing this down. Say what you want about FTR, but they put on banger matches, right? And not only do they actually always put on a great match, since they turned heel, they have got everyone in IWC to do exactly what a heel's supposed to do. They got everyone going on Twitter, X, whatever you call it, writing motherfucking paragraphs about why they don't like FTR. Nigga, they're a fucking heel faction. You're not supposed to like them. So they're doing their job. They actually was one of the best good guys always. And now they're being a heel. They got Big Stoke, too, for the mouthpiece pause, doing great promo work. Short, he's bald, he got no hose. Like, they got signs of that. People showing up with signs. So y'all can hate on them. But while you're hating on them, you're doing exactly what they want you to do, bro. They heels. You're not supposed to be praising them. You feel me? They don't have go-away heat. Don't sit here and lie and say it. They don't have go-away heat. They have actual just heel heat. And that's what you want your heel to have. So, that was my first thought, FTR. I was like, okay. Like, they're doing that shit. So, Brodito comes out. And then now on this one, when Brodito's coming out, my first thought was, if the Hurt Syndicate has to lose, it cannot be FTR. Brodito has done the work and got themselves over.
Compliment each other so well, Excalibur. Speaks to their ability to adapt.
Y'all. So Brodito, right? If, like I said, I had written down, if the Hurt Syndicate has to lose, then it has to be Brodito. Now, the most important thing about this right here, y'all, Bandito, this guy right here, is the ROH Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. ROH is AEW's developmental brand. Now, I know I said I'm not going to try to compare this, but this is one of my main things why I prefer AEW's booking over WWE, and why I prefer AEW wholeheartedly every day over WWE. WWE has NXT. I think it was last year, my favorite WWE star, Carmelo Hayes, NXT World Champion. What has Carmelo Hayes been given since then? When he was already over and already a megastar, he didn't. What is he doing now? Right? It's Tony Khan right now, right? ROH is their NXT. He has his NXT champion in his biggest or his second biggest pay-per-view in a multi-man in a tag division that is red hot again. That's on fire. He got his developmental, I'm going to say it again, developmental champion. And not just a man. Pause, so I don't lose this point. He also has his woman developmental champion, Athena, facing the biggest woman wrestler star-wise, star power, Toni Storm, on the same card. So both of his developmental champions turned into stars as soon as they get put into the main roster. They're not, oh, you become a star in the developmental and then you start as a jobber when you hit the main roster and then you got to pay your due. No, bro. Why did I get over in the developmental for? Bro, I'm supposed to. Obviously, there need to be some trials and tribulations and some levels when you get into the main roster. But you don't start at the bottom. You should, you know what I'm saying? Or not every time should you start at the bottom. So again, I literally wrote down, if the Hurt Syndicate has to lose, this is the team. And even if they don't win, just having your developmental champion in this mixed tag team right here with Brody King and then them getting over. So he already found a spot on the real roster now. He made a lane for himself right next to Brody King. This is already a fucking fan favorite tag team that we wanted to see win. So we watched this intro, right? So after this intro, the champions came out. And let's just say my mind, you're talking to someone who I seen Bobby Lashley versus RVD for the ECW champion. Bobby Lashley is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Definitely would be in my top 10. Definitely. The Almighty. And when I say this intro was crazy, bro. Listen to this. I just want to pause it right here. Look at Bobby Lashley's face. When I'm watching this live, right? You got to think, Bobby Lashley, all the bullshit that's been going on the internet. Oh, Hurt Syndicate doesn't want to lose to this team, doesn't want to. You know, the weirdos online trying to hate just because AEW's going crazy right now. As a human, I don't know. I'm just speculating. As a human, you would think if my name is connected to all the rumors, the only negative rumors right now on the internet, do I think when I come out to London, which I have no ties to, me or my tag team partner don't have any ties to, do you think we're going to get the loudest reaction next to Adam Copeland? Fuck no. But did they get the loudest reaction next to Adam Copeland? Yes, they did. I'll tell you, you're the best. You're trying to stop me. Thank you. Bro, y'all hearing this? Bro, this was crazy. Now, I just want to bring it to this right here. Look. I just want to bring, oh, right there. Y'all seen that look? He's looking around. Well, wait, who are you going to look? He's looking around. He gets a little smile like, oh, shit. Yep. And then he put the hand up. When Bobby did that, right? And then we get over here. Look, Shelton, you hear this? Damn, man. I think we can't get it. Right after that, Shelton smiles. And I think that's the moment. Both of them knew for sure that they have not lost any pop. And the Hurt Syndicate is exactly what I thought it was and what they thought it was from the very beginning. It is literally one of the best factions we have in AEW right now. And it's the best faction, one of the best factions to not get that respect, I'm going to say. The respect. And I hope that this leading into a crazy singles push. So we had Bobby Lashley, Shelton come out. My mind changed. I have it written down. My mind changed. The Hurt Syndicate should win. They should not lose the titles. I said my mind changed, right? I mentioned the smile. He puts his hands up. In the beginning of the match, if y'all watched it, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, they're standing in the ring. FTR, Brodito are in the ring. Brodito has to take on Bobby. FTR has to take on Shelton Benjamin. Like 2 people versus 1, 2 people on 1. So already they're writing. You could tell, oh, they're going to write. They're getting that good writing. Like, these motherfuckers are strong as shit. Like, even with the 2 people, they was getting the better of the 2 for a good second. Once they get in the ring and we start, the actual match of the tag process, we had like I'm saying, they're getting great right. I'm telling you, boy, the Hurt Syndicate look like as they should, bro. Like they really get paid to hurt people. So we had Bandito. Once the tag process starts, Bandito is having a good little sequence against Shelton, right? And immediately Shelton tags Bobby Lashley. Bobby, I think, does one move and does his signature. Pow! First signature in the game, off rip. Y'all know, like, I'm not going to hold you. I'm excited to see what Bobby's singles push is going to look like. Because he's so over with MVP. So this singles push is going to look dangerous. So like I say, Bo, Bandito's doing some nice little flippy shit. Shelton's like, oh, shit, fuck that tag, right? As soon as Bobby gets in, bow! Like Dominator, I think his sig is called. One of his sig is called, right? So, like I said, I got written down, Bobby's ready for the single push. Bro, the crowd starts singing, "We Hurt People" again. Just like how you heard it in the entrance, they're singing that shit throughout the goddamn match. Like, I'm not joking, bro. American crowds, we need to step up. They are singing this shit, boy. That motherfuckers ain't playing out there. They ain't playing. So, they singing "We Hurt People." At one point, I think it's after the sig, we get a "We Want Brody" chants. And this is when I'm like, all right. If they are gonna lose the belt, so Shelton, who is looking amazing, tip-top shape, who also looks like he's ready for a singles push. If they are going to get these guys in singles push, FTR already had the belt twice. I love them as a tag team. I love them as a heel faction. I just don't think that FTR needed to win this. So once we got the "We Want Brody" chants, I was like, okay, if they are going to lose the belts, Brody King is big enough where it makes sense where he could pin one of these motherfuckers if he has to. And again, Hurt Syndicate didn't have to get pinned. FTR could have got pinned, and Brodito could still win. So we got the We Want Brody chance. Bobby even looks at Brody like all right, bro, and then still keeps going to work. I wanted to shout out Brodito though, the team of Brody King and Bandito, bro. Motherfuckers talk about AEW don't make superstars, but they lying because Brodito, Bandito, and Brody King, they both was wearing Brody King's Adidas shoes. Real Adidas shoes that you could go and buy right now. I thought that was cool as fuck. They got them in low top, mid top, and high top wrestling boots. I thought that shit was cool as fuck. That the tag team made their ring gear work with the shoe. And I thought it was cool as fuck that Tony Khan got Brody King. That's not even a top name. Well, for a casual fan, that's not even a top name. In AEW to have a sneaker. You feel me? So like that just shows you that Tony Khan is a great boss where he's looking out for the dude that's at the top of his roster and the lower guy. Because how the fuck did he get the shoe deal? That's fire, bro. That's hard, bro. So I was fucking with that. They get out they get out of the ring. Shelton Benjamin's super kick is probably top tier in wrestling. He took Bandito's head off. Bobby Lashley's spear looks vicious and looks actually painful. Once Bobby does the spear, Shelton Benjamin does a super kick. They're outside of the ring, all the teams. Shelton Benjamin clears Bandito's head right off his shoulders with a super kick. Bobby Lashley comes around the corner and hits a spear. I wrote down the match is over. The match looked great as if it was going to end right there, right? Let me drink some water. Again, I have changed my mind during the match because how over Hurt Syndicate is. I no longer want them to lose the belt. I'm like, I want them to win. But I'm still cool with Brodito because they are over as a tag team. And this is how you make your developmental star, actual star. I'm rolling. I was like, it is time to let Bobby get that single push and show. And also, these guys ain't super duper young. And they're super over. So we could use these guys right now. So I did have written down the match would be over right now. And sure enough, two guys in New Japan tracksuits and ski masks come out. And then the third guy comes out. And by the time the third guy, camera goes to the third guy, bro, it's Ricochet. Ricochet in the Gates of Agony. And I just told you, I was happy with Ricochet being on the pre-show and getting a win on the pre-show and doing his spirit gun. Bow! And I'm the one that coined that phrase. I don't care. I got one person in here watching, nigga. I'm being real. I swear to God, bruh. I swear to God, bro. Once I blow up, we going to have to run this shit back. I'm going to go look. Bro, I'm the nigga that said it. He did his new finisher move on Dynamite or whatever show. And I tweeted. I said, oh, shit, bro. That kind of looked like the spirit gun. And I sent him the picture of Yu Yu Hakusho doing a fucking spirit gun. I forgot bro's name. And I swear to God, the next show, when he did the shit, nigga, because he does a gun before he does it, they called it the spirit gun. I'm just saying. But I'm rolling with you, Ricochet. So like I said earlier, I was happy with the just pre-show. Bro, they put Ricochet on Forbidden Door pay-per-view. I don't care what any of y'all say, bro. His mic work has been crazy, as in a good way. He got a faction now. Bro's a leader of a faction. There is moments where I get mad that he's being like a little bit goofy, like Hangman running up on him and hemming him up and him being scared. I don't feel like it fits into his character of being a boss, but it's cool. It's all right. I get it. He's a little shorter, so he got to play. You got to be smart and pick and choose when he's a gangster, I guess. But so again, boom. Gates of Agony come out and they get Bobby Lashley and Shelton out of the match now. And now it's just FTR and Brodito. They already had a match to qualify for this pay-per-view, and they ended in a draw. They couldn't end the match. The last thing I wrote down was Brodito ends up, Brody King is on the floor. Brodito, the Lucha, runs, and then he kicks him over him, and he does a flip onto Dax Hardwood. And I'm not gonna lie, Brodito I think he like rolled too much, so like the count stopped, and then he had to get it back on top. But Brodito winning this, when I tell you, let me look this up. I'm gonna see if they have that. They don't have the finish. When I tell you, one, it's a fire ass tag team move, and two, just like I said, this is how you make your superstar. Not only did they have their developmental world champion on Forbidden Door pay-per-view, he fucking won the tag team champion. He is a tag team champion and a ROH world champion. So if Tony Khan wants him to end his reign at ROH, it did its purpose. He's over. He got over on television. ROH is not on television. Like, what? Like, come on. Now he's on the main roster. But, again, he don't have to lose the title. They could help him put somebody else over. But, again, I think that's what it's all about. Cool. How do I, I think that's cool. Okay. All right. After that match, again, they made a champion, bro. And then we got this. This is what I'm talking about, where I'm so glad Ricochet left WWE, because they wasn't getting him no TV time to do this type of stories. Look at this. This is the storytelling AEW provides. This is Ricochet before he got his faction. He tried to join the Hurt Syndicate, and he got played.
You still got my business card on you? Yeah, let me see that card, man. Bobby Lashley. And MVP tearing up the card. I suppose the offer's been rescinded. Ricochet. The table. Nobody likes a kiss ass.
Who's the kiss ass now?
What a great callback. What a great reason to cost somebody the title. On Dynamite, MJF approached Gates of Agony and Ricochet. MJF just got kicked out of Hurt Syndicate. So not only did Ricochet just have ties with MJF, who has beef with Hurt Syndicate, so it makes sense why he would fuck them over, but he literally has his own beef with the Hurt Syndicate. Now, this is how you tell stories in 2025 to keep grown people entertained. And this is the type of stories I like. And I'm not going to hold you, bro. It was perfect and executed perfectly. And Bro Dito, Ricochet benefits from this. The Hurt Syndicate benefit because Bobby Lashley just needed tag belts because he never been a tag champion in his career. He been a world champion everywhere. He never been in a tag team. He didn't have to. But fuck it. To add to the list of championships he's held, Tony Khan gave him the tag championships. Now we get Shelton Benjamin and Bobby in singles. We got Ricochet involved in a main feud with a dope-ass faction bringing along Gates of Agony. Now, Gates of Agony is getting a rub from Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin because you know when I went to Boston and watched AEW. Oh, what up, D? Oh, what up, D? When I went and watched AEW in Boston, that's who me and Kiara saw. Bobby Lashley. You're versus Bobby Lashley and Shelton versus Gates of Agony. And it was a classic. So they already had one match. And MVP said that he fought with them. So we about to see some crazy shit. I'm not going to hold you. So everyone benefits from that. Moving to the next match. We got the Swerve Strickland match. We had the Swerve Strickland. Let me see. And the Okada. Hey. What up, Ryan? What Ryan? You know, nigga knew like 18 Ryans, nigga. But what's poppin', cat? You know. So we had Okada versus Swerve. What really got me sick, though, what got me sick on this one was there was so many reports that Swerve really had a knee injury. And I hate that in this damn world, we can't keep none a secret. We find something out and we gotta goddamn tell everybody. We gotta tell everybody everything. Like, it didn't take away from the match, but as I was waiting for the angle, you know. But I appreciated how Swerve, this motherfucker just, bro, if they never put out all them tweets and shit like, oh, he's hurt and this for real, no one would have knew. No one would have knew, bro. Swerve been hooping with bad knee for so long. Oh, yeah. Yo, I was trying to figure out where bro was. But what's popping? But now I know. I hope you're doing good, gang. Hope you're doing good. Bro, when I'm telling you, there was some spots. I'm trying to see what I could show you here. Oh, right here. Look. So, oh, damn, it's just a little gift. Them selling this spot right here. Them selling that spot in the knee. Bro, me watching this and I'm like, this nigga's knee is really fucked up. And he's allowing this man to really attack this man in his knee just so he could sell a great fight. Swerve and Okada. Swerve. I'm going to have to look at the list of Okada pay-per-view matches. But off top of the head, I might say this was Swerve gave Okada his best match this year. There was some spots on this match, and they kept replaying, going back to the knee. Oh yeah, and another thing. It wasn't just one match. Bryan Danielson was commentating the whole time. Bryan Danielson commentating. This match was one of the best matches commentating. He kept playing off of Swerve Strickland. If Swerve Strickland is the most dangerous man in AEW and he loses to Okada, does that automatically make Okada the most dangerous man in AEW? Now, I mean, if I beat you and you beat me and whatever you beat somebody else, does that mean I could beat him? I don't know if that's just how that goes, but like I said, I don't know if that's how that goes, but it do mean you got some hands. Again, playing off the knee. This motherfucker hit him with the tombstone on outside the ring. Ryan asked me when I'm dropping another hit. I could drop another song. I got another one that I do want to drop. I do want to drop another song. Drop another song as the intro to my pod. There was some. I'm mad I can't show you too much because I don't want to get, flagged for the content, but I will tell you, like this right here, this was crazy. The deadlift, bro, this shit was crazy. This match, for someone who was hurt to come into this match and still want to put on a banger. Hey, the ring gear, is it Mr. Perfect? Let me look this up. It's like Mr. Perfect. Let's see. Give me a second. I want to show you the ring gear. It was inspired by a superhero, but it's DC, so I'm not very familiar. And I like that he always does that. I love that Swerve always does that callback. Swerve right now, currently going at people on Twitter and forward. See right here, perfect. I can show you. I'm actually not hit. What is the superhero's name? So here's Swerve's ring gear, and then here's the inspiration, and it's fucking dope, man. He did the Black Panther. Right here, see it? Oh, terrific. Mr. Terrific. There you go. There you go. Now that's fire, bro. That's fire, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I like my black wrestlers doing shit for the culture, doing wavy shit. So again, this match happened. We kind of knew Swerve was hurt. I didn't know if the rumors was totally true, but the way that Bryan Danielson kept talking about it and Okada really honing in on his leg. It kind of made me scared. Because he's actually going to have time off. And Swerve, for me, has been a highlight of Dynamite every Wednesday for like a year and a half now for me. So it's definitely going to suck if he is hurt. I will say, Okada, Tony Khan, right? Tony Khan signs Okada. Stupid ass IWC fans was saying Tony Khan overpaid Okada. Stupid IWC fans was saying Okada needs to go to NXT to learn where the hard camera is. Alright. Stupid IWC fans was saying, oh, Okada old, he gonna go over there, they ain't gonna book him right, blah, 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 blah. All this dumb shit, man. Okada came over to America, got him a Ferrari like he wanted to. Big facts. Got himself a Ferrari. And he's been booked, protected perfectly. Only one person has kicked out of the Rainmaker. Only one person has kicked out of the Rainmaker in AEW since he signed. One person has kicked out of his finisher. So, already, that's great booking. He's been a champion damn near the whole time he's been signed. He's not, obviously, never been the world champion, but he's the longest reigning champion ever in AEW history. And it's still going. And now he's the unified champion. And he just had a banger. The first defense is Swerve Strickland, bro. Do you not see? Like, bro, I'm going to keep it real. Tony Khan is the best booker that we've ever seen at this point. Real shit. Real shit, bro. Like, I'm sorry. This shit is crazy, bro. We got the Rainmaker. His first defense for the unified title. That title, that title, bro, is not no little nigga title no more. It's not just the international championship. No, bro. Bro, the first person to unified champion, when you look at the record, it's going to say Okada beat Swerve Strickland. What the fuck for his first defense? That's insane, bro. That's insane, bro. So from wherever we go from there, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to need Konosuke Takeshita to win and beat Zack Sabre and get the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship, the IWGP. I need him to have that. But then I need Konosuke Takeshita, the alpha of wrestling, to beat Okada, Kazuchika Okada, in the Continental Classic for the International and the Continental and the Unified, for all that. That's what I'm going to need this year, ending this year. That's what I need for Konosuke Takeshita. We'll get to him. And shout out for him, and thank God, bro, the G1 did the right thing, bro. G1 Climax and he just won it. Shout out Konosuke. But back on this Swerve. Swerve came out in the midst of terrific. I thought that shit was wavy. Let's see. Bringing up. So Jim Ross, this is the first match that had Jim Ross commentating. So that was cool as fuck. Jim Ross commentating this match. So we had Jim Ross, Excalibur, and we had Bryan Danielson. This lineup on commentary was fucking fire, bro. Jim Ross, Bryan Danielson, and Excalibur cooked. It was tough, right? I had Bryan Danielson help make this match feel super important. Like I said earlier, he kept mentioning how AEW looks at Swerve Strickland as the most dangerous man in the locker room, right? And if you beat the most dangerous man, are you the most dangerous man? But then there was another line Bryan Danielson said on commentary that was fucking crazy. Bryan Danielson could sell a match. Great. He said, Bryan Danielson says, hold up. Bryan Danielson says, since Okada hurt me, Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, and now he's about to hurt Swerve Strickland, I'm sorry, but I think Okada is the most dangerous man. He hurt Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, and then he's going to hurt Swerve. That's crazy. He actually has an argument for the most dangerous man if he don't hurt these three people. There was a couple times Swerve tried to go for the house call and overextended his leg by missing. When he tried to hit the house call and overextended his leg and hurt, that's when Okada grabbed him, got him in the Rainmaker, and Swerve lost clean. Again, I love AEW's booking where a motherfucker gonna lose clean every now and then. We ain't gonna save everybody, goddammit. You gonna put that nigga over, bro. And that nigga gonna put you over too. And he gonna make your special look like a special. And he gonna make your shit look like a special. And you gonna sell over there. And you gonna, like, bro, lose the ego, bro. We gonna make, sometimes we might show up and think you winning tonight. And you gonna have to lose tonight, my nigga. The crowd, bro. We gotta please these people. And then when I say please the people, it's not always about making the babyface win. It just got to be the right booking. The right booking, that's important. So I loved Swerve reversed the Rainmaker. That was crazy. Swerve reversed the Rainmaker and then hit him with the house call. That was a crazy spot. Swerve put a classic. I have wrote it down. I think it was Okada's best match. Swerve is top 3 right now for me. Let's see. I got Okada is a star. So like I said, everybody who was telling he was going to come over here and half wrestle, blah, 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 because he's old, shut the fuck up. Okada is a star, period. Okada was a star in New Japan, and when he came to America, he's everything that these niggas at WWE wish they had also. Let's be real. Okada is a motherfucking international star, bro. And arguably the biggest star from New Japan. And the Forbidden Door got opened and we got him. AEW, nigga. Oh. My bad. That was the IWC, man. But I got something for him. We got a gunshot for him, nigga. Fuck the IWC, nigga. I'm here to take over. It's Alexander LeGrand. You see what shirt we're wearing. So you already know I was a little let down. But that match, the main event. Co-main event. All right. But like I said, Swerve, Okada, must see. At the end, Wardlow came back. Now, Wardlow looked like he aligned himself with Don Callis, and he attacks. Okada beats the fuck out of Swerve's knee. Beats the fuck, puts him on the ring post, smacking it with the chair, puts the steps near the knee, smacks that with the chair. Swerve is written off. Swerve is going to go get surgery. Swerve's going to be gone for a minute. Get well soon, brother. I love you. All the work that you put in, bro, niggas is proud of you. No bullshit. You the GOAT. Wardlow shows up. Wardlow finished, I forgot whatever TV show it is. I don't want to mess it up and say the wrong TV show. He just finished the TV show. Wardlow shows up. Big fucking W. We've been missing Wardlow. But Wardlow shows up, and it looks like he aligned himself with Don Callis. After Wardlow goes out to the entrance, all the Don Callis family starts to come out. And you guessed it. Guess who was last? Konosuke Takeshita, nigga. Konosuke looking in shape. Looking even a little lean. Comes out fresh off the G1 climax. Winning the biggest tournament in wrestling history. He comes out, and him and Wardlow have a little face-off. And in my head, I'm like, oh, shit. Are we getting this babyface Konosuke turn sooner than later? And when he won the G1 climax in New Japan, he wasn't wearing the black and red. He was wearing the all white entrance robe. Like a baby face. Since I've been a fan, it's been 2 years. Die Hard 1 year and a little bit over a year and a half. I haven't missed a show. Konosuke's been a heel this whole time. I do believe he's been a heel this whole time since I've been watching. There's been moments like the Boston show. I got the crowd. We was rooting for Konosuke. But it was a both these guys chance. And then it was like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see full babyface. And I want him to have his own promos. And I want him to get storylines in AEW where it's actual storytelling in the promo. And I want to see him focus as the focal point. Not as, oh, he's amazing at storytelling only in the ring and he's a cool point in our team, in our faction. No, I want Konosuke, if he has a mouthpiece, cool, but I want it just to be him and one mouthpiece. Or it's just him and they practice on his English. Look at how amazing Okada has been. He can't speak great English, but he learned that word bitch and he uses it perfectly. Now, I don't want Konosuke to become a comedy or whatever like that. And I don't even think Okada did. People who hate on that is stupid. But I would love for them to like really work with him and for him to get, because he's so young. And I think he is the future of AEW. And I would love for him to be a world champion soon. And I want him to at least be the unified champion and dethrone Okada. Even if they have their promos in Japanese and do it like anime, bro. AEW gives me anime vibes anyway. That's how their matches feel, like a classic Naruto versus Sasuke match. A classic Goku versus Vegeta match. A classic Gohan versus Cell. Piccolo versus Goku. You feel me? Like, these are the matches I feel. Samurai Champloo type vibes. No bullshit. That's how I feel about an AEW match. So yeah, like I said, Wardlow comes out, fucks up Prince Nana and shit with him. Has that face off with Konosuke Takeshita. It looks like Don Callis' family is either mega strong or they making arrangements. They about to switch up some shit. That shit, I cannot wait to see what's happening with that. Sidebar, Konosuke Takeshita needs to become the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. No bullshit. We need that. The streets need that. The next match, Toni Storm, the GOAT, the best gimmick in wrestling right now, the best character, not gimmick, because this shit ain't she acting her ass off. Nigga, the best character, Toni Storm versus Athena. Again, the same for Bandito is the same for Athena. Tony Khan knows how to make superstars, and I'm sorry, you guys in the IWC, y'all love WWE, but they don't really make superstars as of late. I'm sorry. This man's making superstars right here in our face. Bruh, Athena is a mega star. That bitch look goated, bruh. That's his ROH Forever champion. The longest reigning ROH champion ever. Ever. And now she's on Forbidden Door fucking pay-per-view. And she's facing Toni Storm. Bruh, the match was classic. What I seen from the match though too, Athena wasn't taking her really serious. There was something that stuck out in the promo, in the video package. Athena said, if AEW is where the best wrestle, how is this bitch standing at the top of the food chain? Like the face of the thing, you know what I'm saying, of the women wrestling, if this is where the best wrestle. In the match, she's trying to do her moves. She's doing her pose. She kept doing her shit and then showing off. So I feel like she didn't take her serious enough. Athena had an opportunity, just didn't take Toni Storm serious enough. There was multiple times where Billy Starks got involved, and I love how AEW. First off, I love AEW refs because they be getting popped too. I've been to a lot of shows. Me and my girl went to a lot of shows. Nigga, they get love. So respect to them. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with they refs. But I will say this: we need to stay consistent. You know. There was multiple times Billy Stark right in front of Aubrey is doing things that I should either warrant you saying like, hey, you do that again, I'm going to throw you out. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to throw you out just right now. Or whatever. There was multiple times Billy Stark, I feel like, did too much. And it's okay. She's doing what she's supposed to do. But I'm just saying, as a viewer, I'm watching like, dang, the ref should have at least said a little bit more. Like, the ref just looking. She didn't even really, Arby didn't say nothing. But I love Arby. Shout out to Arby. I'm glad that you got to referee that match because you're a great referee. But just saying, keep it consistent on all around. Like, there was a key moment where Toni Storm was about to do her pile driver. And fucking Billy Stark right in front of Aubrey, the ref, pulls the apron and it fucks up Toni Storm from doing the move. But she technically didn't touch her, but she, you know what I'm saying? And nothing was really said. So I just like, she should have, there was a lot of times where she should have got talked to, at least thrown out. You know what I'm saying? There was a crazy pump handle. It was like a pump handle suplex, but then it went into a submission. I wrote that down. I wanted to shout out Athena for that. That shit was fire as fuck. I can't see the replay. I can't look it up. I'm sorry. That was an amazing move. It was like some pump handle suplex into a submission move. Fire. Again, Bryan Danielson, I have written down. Bro, Bryan Danielson, bro, is one of my goats, bro. But the way this man talks wrestling is so informative. And he's talking to you, not talking down to you. He's actually talking to you, and it's just fire, man. I loved, first off, We Want Mina chants should be hella loud. I want Mina back on AEW. Mina needs to beat Athena and be the ROH champion. I know she's the TV champion right now because Red Velvet got hurt. But that's just for right now. I don't think that's I can't think of the word I'm thinking about. It's like she's just filling in right now as the champion. I think they're gonna have to have a match again to figure out who's the real champion because Red Velvet just had to I don't know if she got surgery or she's just gone for a couple weeks. But Mina comes out. I brought that all up to say Mina came out towards the end because Toni Storm wins off the chicken wing, the submission, and I thought that shit was fire as fuck. The submission was fire. How she got it off. Toni Storm wins off a tap out and got Athena to tap out clean. Fire again. I thought it was dope. But Billy Stark pulled out a chair and they was gonna start attacking Toni Storm, and Mina came out and Mina saved Toni Storm. Again, keeping that friendship of Mina and Toni Storm. So when the tournament does happen with the tag team champions for the women's first ever, that is a tag team that also is very intriguing to me. Toni Storm and Mina, which could relieve Toni Storm of her world championship duties, and somebody else could have that step. Not saying that I want to force that, but I'm just saying it's something to look into. That match was amazing. Toni Storm, I respect so much. In ring, out ring, she's the best character in wrestling. Athena, oh my God, I fell in love with Athena since the Mercedes Moné match in Boston. Me and my girl saw that live. Athena is everything she's cracked up to be. The Forever Champion. Shout out to them. Match was fucking amazing. This match right here, we're gonna get into MJF and Hangman Adam Page. This fucking match was so fucking dope, bro. I don't care what anyone online says. MJF and wait, hold up. We gotta show my one of my favorite wrestlers right now, man. Top three. I think my top three. No order. MJF, Konosuke, Swerve. My favorites right now. And then Will Ospreay would be 4. So do we have entrances? All right, we do. All right. So MJF, right? Bro, MJF starts. They're singing the instrumental. He doesn't even have words. You hear that? They're singing the instrumental, y'all. So what I took from this is MJF is not only the main antagonist. This man is everything he's cracked up to be. He's better than you, and you know it. MJF is our Ric Flair, kind of, is what I got from this match. I'm not gonna lie, he is our Ric Flair, and he's one of the best. He's one of the best, bro. And I'm so happy I could say I've seen MJF fight Kenny Omega too, live in Connecticut. Crazy match. But MJF is definitely our version of Ric Flair. I loved how that was all going on, and Hangman cut off his entrance. So MJF comes out first. As soon as he got in the ring, he didn't even get to do the MJF and fall to his knees. As soon as he got in the ring, Hangman's music cut, and he just started going off. Look, I'll show y'all right now. It was so cool. Damn, they didn't have it. This is the Twitter though, just like that. Right. And look how MJF was, how mad he was. Cowboy shit. You hear them yelling?
The AEW World Championship typically can't change hands on count out or disqualification.
Boy, this rivalry. See, oh man, this rivalry. If y'all didn't know, MJF had to beat Hangman Adam Page to get the Dynamite ring that has been in MJF's possession for the conception of AEW, and which won him most of his matches. You hear that, man? This is Bro, when I tell you, I don't care what anybody says or what I read. Nigga, this match was so fucking cold. Talk about a story. They already sold the story, the actual story in promos. Two of the best promos in wrestling right now. MJF and Adam Hangman Page. Two of the best promos right now in wrestling. Hangman Adam Page and MJF. Y'all know that shit. But the story that was told in the ring, yo, Hangman keeping crowd in the match with simple spots playing off a match stipulation. That's the first thing I have written. So the whole time Bryan Danielson keeps reminding us, hey, you can't stay outside the ring because all it takes is it to get to 9 and MJF do one reversal and then you're fucked. They was fighting outside the ring the whole match. Hey, don't do this, don't do this. You could the belt is gonna get the belt could change hands if you get disqualified. Bro, MJF tried to make Hangman use the dynamite ring that he won off and well Hangman never had it. It was the match for whoever gets it. It was a one-on-one for them. MJF beat him. He finally tried to give it to him and told him to hit him. Hangman didn't do it. I thought a cool spot was I always like that MJF talks during the match. And some wrestlers do it, but a lot of wrestlers just scream when they want to pop. Whatever. Oh, let's fucking go, whatever, you know. And they like shake the ropes like Ultimate Warrior, or, you know, they'll hulk up some way and just yell. A lot of wrestlers do that. Where MJF actually talks, like literally talking, and I think that's smarter than just yelling. I get it, the yell, it's energy, people are gonna stand up. But MJF gets in the ring, and then he gets put into a pop-up powerbomb where he gets rope rebound and pushed up. Or right when he gets thrown up, he said, "Oh, what the?" And then right when he hits the, you know what I mean, what the fuck, and he gets powerbomb. It just sells, you know what I mean. It just felt fire, bro. We had again MJF, the ultimate Hangman Adam Page, the main character, MJF, the main antagonist. All right. The whole time, MJF set up the timetable, right? He took the timetable, set it up. In AEW, if you go through a table, it's not a disqualification. It's not a disqualification. So if I set up a table and put you, like suplex you in that vicinity and you hit it, I won't get disqualified because I didn't hit you with the table. I suplex you there. If I put the stairs there and I suplex you there, I'm not gonna get disqualified because I just did. I just did the move on the stairs. All right. So MJF keeps trying to get Hangman to go over the limit though, because one of the stipulations was the belt could change hands in a disqualification. So MJF opens one of the turnbuckles. He takes the padding off. Oh my God, they probably have this. Oh, they do. All right. Yo, so look at this right here. Ready? Look at this moonsault into a flip, into a tombstone, bro. Another moment. Look at that. He did a dead eye on the timetable, the timekeeper table. And that's the spot MJF set up. And this right here is what busted open Hangman. But look at this spot, bro. I never seen someone use the old table that was broken. There was so much And that is the turnbuckle I just told you about. MJF opened, and this is what busted open MJF. Like, what? Bro. When I tell you that they was going back and forth, MJF was trying everything he could to get Hangman to actual. Look at this, look at this. There you go.
Fighting him to fighting Hangman. Oh,
Look at this.
At this, he's inviting him to fighting Hangman to hit him in the head, which will be a disqualification.
That aforementioned Dynamite Diamond Ring played a pivotal role in so many
Called him a dumbass again.
victories over the years. Hangman.
He put the ring on.
No, just throw it away. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's gonna cost you.
Just think. Come on, Hangman. Think the fans know it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, look at this. He's inviting him.
I would have had to kill somebody. All right. Now, here we go into how the match ends, right? So, after that turnbuckle hits, we get a lot of "You Deserve It" chants to MJF. When they get the face off, the crowd, we got a holy shit. After all this, we got a holy shit. Oh, no, sorry, not the holy shit. When we got after the turnbuckle spot, we got a "You Deserve It." Then they face off. The crowd gets a standing ovation, and we got AEW chants, and this is awesome. So this, I'm telling you, I don't care what any website, what niggas is saying, bruh, you just watch it, bruh, this shit was going crazy. And it's not even the most flippy shit. It's, bro, when I tell you MJF learned how, literally, he's our Ric Flair. He learned how to tell a story in the match. How to get someone in their head. He's in their head. I just showed you. He just tried to give him the ring that he won off of him and has held for 6 years. And MJF has beaten him with that ring and finally gave it to him like, hit me here. Because he would have took the belt in a disqualification. So, of course, what do we get? We got a little referee got down. Referee gets pushed. Typical ref gets pushed spot. And, of course, we get a low blow. Now, MJF usually wins in any cheat way. This is called the Heat Seeker. It is his finisher, one of his finishers. Low blow is the ultimate heel way to win, right? And MJF has won multiple like that. And watching this live, you're seeing him, and he just fucking low blowed him, and you're like, all right. Listen. Low blow. Heat Seeker.
Crawling over. Oh, come on. The book is on the bottom rope. Yeah, just like Mark Briscoe. And just like MJF did earlier this match.
I never seen this type of end, right? Until the Mark Briscoe match. Now, if they was going to use this angle again, it would have been the ultimate swerve because no one's seen this coming. Nobody's seen this coming. Mark Briscoe ends up coming out. Mark Briscoe comes out because he's pissed because that just happened to him. Mind you, the ref hasn't declared the match over. The ref hasn't called the match over, right? The ref wakes up. And the ref sees the foot. And he says the match has to continue. When the match had to continue, MJF picked up the title, threw it in the ring. The ref picked up the title and said, bro, we're not doing that. Goes to throw the belt out the ring. MJF clean clocks Hangman. Again, kick out. Again, a kick out. Hangman kicked out of the clean clock of the contract. Hold on. Oh, damn, and I forgot. They did the Zack Sabre Jr. and Nigel McGuinness finish. They had their own version of oh, I pin 1, 2, you pin 1, 2, I pin 1, you pin 1, 1. They had their own version, and then Hangman rolled up and put him in a dead eye and hit him in a dead eye. Bro, when I tell you, bro, this match was crazy. This match was fire. I don't care what anyone on it. I'm telling you, MJF and Hangman is a crazy rivalry, and their chemistry in ring was phenomenal. We got cowboy shits after cowboy shit chants after he got hit with the contract and kicked out. Once that happened, I was like, this is like peak 5-star, whatever bang, whatever you want, 10-star, whatever you grade your matches. Hangman ends up, I believe Hangman, damn, I actually didn't write, hold on. I know Hangman gets, I believe Hangman hits him with the contract. And when he's like stumbling to get up, Hangman positions himself to go ahead outside the ring. And he hits that buckshot lariat. I'm mad. I must have been so lit watching it, because the last thing I wrote was count to 3, ref didn't see the foot. MJF low blows him again, only 1, 2, cowboy shit chance. Contract hit, 1, 2, cowboy hit chance. Wow, what the fuck? What a match. So I do believe that Hangman hits MJF with the contract some way, and then from there he positions himself, he gets the buckshot lariat, and I remember before he walks off, he puts the contract back on MJF's chest, because you know MJF didn't have to use it. When I tell you this, I don't want this rivalry over, and it doesn't have to get rushed. Amazing fucking match. Amazing match. And my match of the night. My match of the night for sure. Darby Allin comes out. Huge pop. You know, Darby Allin is a future AEW World Champion, and I don't care if you don't like because he's skinny, whatever. I think he is what AEW. He is AEW. No bullshit. Hiroshi Tanahashi, the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, he comes out. What a great pop. He's wrestled actually a whole lot more than I expected he would on his retirement tour. Again, I'm not very, very knowledgeable of New Japan, but I know a lot about him because since I've been watching AEW, he's been on every Forbidden Door. He's a big part of their partnership, and it keeps going. And I'm really glad because it is helping me become a fan of New Japan. As I said, Konosuke Takeshita is in my top 3. I know he's a is it DDT or DTT wrestler, but he's signed to all 3, AEW, DDT, and New Japan. So again, Hiroshi Tanahashi comes out. huge pop for him, and I'm glad he's getting to go out on his own retirement tour. Ibushi comes out, crazy fucking pop, and when Ibushi comes out, it opens my mind back to what the fuck. We're about to see the Golden Lovers, I think, in the tag division. Kenny Omega comes out, and I don't care what you guys say on the other side. Tony Khan has created megastars, superstars for us American fans that never knew these guys was already megastars. Just because we don't know them doesn't mean that they're not megastars. But I get the thinking of, if you're not popping in America, you're not really popping, because you could be a star in London or a star wherever, and then you're not a star here. It don't matter. But if you're a star here, everyone knows you. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but WWE isn't the end-all, be-all of wrestling. You feel me? I already said in this vlog or this review of the Forbidden Door, CMLL is the oldest company for wrestling. You feel me? So, like, we gotta, you know what I mean? Like, open our horizons and watch more and figure out what we like and what we don't like. And if that's what you like, cool. You know what I mean? I'm not here to make anybody come to AEW because I'm at AEW. But, nigga, I'm at AEW. So, Kenny Omega comes out. And when I tell you, bro, the presentation Kenny Omega has been getting in 2025, it feels fucking great, bro. Like, he looked like a mega star, right? Then Will Ospreay gets a video package. And again, just like with Swerve, and Will is in my top. He would be number 4. He's in my top 4. Just because of it's just hard. It's just hard because I wouldn't want to take anybody out of the top 3 that I said earlier. But Will is just like right there. He's right there. But when I tell you, and arguably he should be number 1, really, on anyone's list. But bro, when I tell you that Alex Windsor, his wife, does the video package for him before, and just like Swerve, they have been all these rumors that he's going to be written off tonight. And fuck, man, it just hit. The video package goes on, and his wife is talking, and it's getting deep. And then he comes out. And when I tell you Hangman felt like a megastar, boy, Will felt just like a nail, a fingernail right under Hangman. But the part that made him feel above Hangman is, we know Will Ospreay is young. And we know Will is just getting started. This is only his first full year in AEW. So, bro, when I tell you it was goosebumps, Will Ospreay's entrance, bro. Damn, there's no point. I can't. It's too. Bro, he stands at the top of the gate. If you know Will Ospreay's theme music, elevated to the sky. Oh, it's all whatever. When it gets past all that, there's a part at the spot he goes, Ospreay, Ospreay. Then he'll go to another side of the ring. Ospreay, the other side, go to that side, then go to that side, right? Ospreay said, fuck that. He climbed the gate. Soon as he got out, climbed the fucking gate. He got up there, bro, and he stood at the top of the gate, and the whole 18,992 people screamed his name to the top of their lungs. Bro, like God tier wrestler Will Ospreay is. The moment I wrote down, holy fuck, what a moment. The match hasn't even started. Goosebumps. That's what I wrote. The Young Bucks, right? Young Bucks music cut. And I'll just show you. Ready? No one does it like AEW, man. No one does it like AEW.
Well, they made the demand earlier tonight that they wanted their old music back. Little did they know it was going to be their first ever music. First ever music.
This is their first ever music. What song is this, you guys? Let me know.
Many matches for the Young Bucks. This was the anthem that led them to the ring. They do not seem too pleased about Throwback here tonight in London.
Right? So. And then we got the Death Riders. Bro.
Joining them, the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion, Gabe Kidd. Claudio.
First off, this pairing of Gabe Kidd with Moxley, I really like it. Claudio fits in perfect also. But Gabe Kidd, New Japan, this is my favorite, one of my favorite Forbidden Doors ever that I watched. Ready? This was a moment for me, right? Right here. Jon Moxley is Hiroshi Tanahashi, the ace of professional wrestling in New Japan. I know he's a person. I know that's his nickname, the ace of professional wrestling. I'm going to say something. Not only does Hiroshi Tanahashi respect Jon Moxley to the utmost, I think everyone in wrestling community needs to understand who Jon Moxley actually is. This man right here is the only man ever to be the WWE World Champion, the AEW Champion, World Champion, the New Japan Pro Wrestling IWGP World Champion. The only man, bro, I just said, ever to do this feat. Now, back to my boy Mox. Not only is he the only man to do that, he loses, first off, he goes on a crazy world championship run, which you guys, you dumb motherfuckers, try to act like wasn't fire and super enjoyable until the very end. Until the very end of the Death Riders run, the IWC wanted to cry and bitch about it. But at the end, they wanted to say, oh shit, we actually like this. We actually are enjoying this. This is actually not the same. It's okay to be wrong. But to be loud and wrong is just fucking stupid. Y'all hated on the Death Rider story until the very end, and then you realize, oh shit, this is actually fucking fire, and their ending match is fucking dope. And it's not just the bad guy winning by the numbers. It is playing into it, but it's not the same every night in and out. The fucking Death Riders have been amazing. And Jon Moxley to switch his character like this every time that AEW or somebody fucks up or something bad happens with an injury or Jon Moxley steps the fuck up. Jon Moxley, this sellout arena, obviously not one man is, but bro, for them to even make it this motherfucking far, they needed Jon Moxley, bro. Like, they fucking needed John Moxley, bro. And John Moxley has not many times. Four times, bro. 4-time AEW World Champion, bro. The ace of AEW, John fucking Moxley, bro. And he deserves this. He deserves this walkout. When I'm not lying, watching this, I'm so mad they fucking don't got it, bro. That's so whack. Bro, John Moxley walks out. They broke the record ever. Again, I'm going to say it again. They broke the record for that arena for any time anyone has ever been there. They just broke it. They just broke the record. And all of them people was there standing on their fucking feet when the Death Riders and John Moxley came out to see the biggest bad guy in wrestling right now. John Moxley is the biggest bad guy in wrestling, bro. Him and MJF. And that shit is not an argument, bro. There's no conversation to be had, bro. Let's see. It just felt real. He felt real. Felt like a real bad guy. That's what I wrote down too. Let's see. Obviously there was a funny ass spot. The Young Bucks they're getting disrespected. So just like with their entrance music, they told the guys in production, hey, we want this, we want this. We want the biggest, we want the most dangerous weapon. So they open up the bag, they bring out the bag, and you think it's going to be like tax. Bro, gummy bears fell out. So there was a spot with gummy bears. It was funny as hell. Kenny Omega picked up gummy bears, put it in someone's mouth. Made him hit. He spit out the gummy bear. It was funny. It was comedic relief. Very funny. Very Young Bucks. It was amazing. I love this whole run they're on since they losing their EVPs. And this is showing you guys they don't have the ego that everyone is trying to say. When they should have the ego, everyone tries to say. But they are cool as fuck and down to do great content and great work. And it was an amazing, funny spot for a very serious match. Ospreay ladder spot versus Young Bucks. There was a Claudio and Darby spot. I wish I was a little more specific. I wrote down Death Riders versus Darby Allin. Feels like a beef that is going to last for life. I said, this feels like a rivalry that's going to last for life after this match. And there was 2 times. I put 2 times next to that. So all right, here, I could show you a little bit. Ready? I really, really, really wished I had the spots, but I could only show you what they allow. So Darby Allin versus, look at this. He's handcuffed. He was handcuffed, man. Like this, it was just so fire. Let me see. Oh, here, I could show you the gummy bear spot.
Boy, did he ever. And now, Nick Jackson, he demanded from the production team the most dangerous implement they could find.
Yo, man, I'm just saying, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, Moxley. Oh, the Death Riders are angry. Ospreay. Sound like a dream. He plundered a little bit himself. Boy, did he.
Bro.
Kid growing up in the UK.
Oh, this was the last spot. This was the last spot I wrote down. I said Young Bucks and Will Ospreay ladder spot. They have it right here. Ready?
Growing up in the UK. Look at this. Ospreay.
Bro, what? He sacrificed his leg. You know that still hurt because he had to hit it. Watch, I'm going to try to pause it. Ready? He had to hit it with like his shin and right where your ankle and your foot connect, right? This was such a tough spot, bro. One more time. Let's try it one more time. Nice kip up. That shit was so fire, bro. Such a fire spot. The Darby Allin. Oh, this was the other Darby spot. Oh, they actually have the one I was talking about. Look at this. What? He just flung him like a rag doll. Like my mom would say, oh, like a rag doll. That shit was crazy. That was a crazy ass spot against the gate. I don't know. Oh, so there is a spot again. Back to the Tanahashi point where I say respecting Jon Moxley and everyone respecting Moxley for what he did for wrestling and AEW. Bro, there was a spot. Obviously, you know, this is Tanahashi's retirement tour. There was a spot Tanahashi took everyone out in the ring. Everyone, bro. Everyone. The one person he didn't take out, Jon Moxley. And Jon Moxley did a Death Rider to him. The respect between them two has to be super high. Jon Moxley is... I don't look this up before I say anything. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking this up. I can't find it. All right. Let's see. What was the next spot I seen? Oh yeah, they double stacked the tables. Where did they? Oh, they double stacked the tables. Look at this fucking spot, bro. They double stacked the tables like a video game. Bro. The thing that makes this so fire, if you don't know, Darby Allin's finisher is a coffin drop off the top rope. Or, because he got the mentor from Sting, it's the Scorpion Death drop. Right? But the coffin drop has always been his finisher. Right? Darby Allin, and this is just an idea, because he's not super brolic or a heavyweight, the idea of him doing a coffin drop and it being everyone, I could understand why some people get mad at, you know, oh, he's too skinny or whatever. But this right here opens a window for it being a slam off the top of the rope. If he puts the opponent somehow on his back and they both jump off the top rope and he coffin drops them like this is believable. Look at this. With the person behind him. What the fuck? Bro. That spot was fucking crazy. That spot was crazy. There was another funny spot in this match. Tanahashi got upset and he set up a ladder and he was acting like he was going to climb the ladder. And Will Ospreay told him, no, don't do it. I'll do it. Like, I'll do the big spot. I'll show you the big spot right now. And then, crazy. It was so funny. Tanahashi was like, oh, he's setting up the ladder like he was going to do a big jump. And Will's like, no, I got it. Crazy, man. This fucking pay-per-view was, I said I wasn't going to rate it, but going back and looking, I also want to look at this. Hold on one second. I want to just look at this. I want to look at this. Double or Nothing was fucking insane. Revolution was very fun. Dynasty was fun. It's that thing of it's like it's brand new. And it's like, oh, this is my favorite game ever. It's like, nigga, you just got it. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a 9. I'm not going to lie. It was a very great pay-per-view. I do want to also show you this. The ability of Will Ospreay to incorporate his finisher with some of the best ever is the coolest thing ever. Will Ospreay Will Ospreay hitting Blade house call with Swerve. Will Ospreay hitting V-trigger. This is insane, bro. And this could have won the match, and I would have been totally fucking happy with it, right? But then we get this moment, the one winged hidden blade, like, and then just to end off on the right note, Tanahashi after the one winged hidden blade that we just saw, Tony Khan booked Tanahashi to do his frog splash and for Tanahashi to win the main event at Forbidden Door. I think the booking style is what sells me. I think the production is what sells me. It's geared towards me. I grew up in the Attitude Era. I like hearing the F-bomb. Bro, Marina Shafir. What did she say? What did she say? Fuck you, Darby. Is that what she says? Oh, no. Fuck you, Kenny. There's a spot where the camera goes to her. She's talking to Kenny. Oh, fuck you, Kenny. It's so funny. And then how they write off Will. I started the main event thinking, wow, John Moxley deserves all the praise. This can't be done without an ultimate bad guy. This cannot be done. This can't be done. Not with a roster this big of baby faces. And one of the top baby faces said, fuck it, I'm going to bite the bullet of getting cheered. And I'm going to turn into the most hated man. And I'm going to kill in GTA Bryan Danielson for kayfabe. And make the whole world hate me. And then, not only that, I'm going to do the same and take Will Ospreay out. They waited for the whole babyface team to leave. Bryan Danielson them locked them, and Death Riders locked them in the cage. And they do 5 paradigm shifts to Will Ospreay. And then they set up the chair on his neck, and they do the stomp. The curb stomp. John Moxley curb stomps him. And my last thing I wrote down, and like I said, Moxley is the ultimate bad guy. So now Will Ospreay gets clearly written off of TV by John Moxley and the Death Riders. So that's Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay that they have taken out. The fuck you Yuta chants, the fuck John Moxley chants, the fuck the Death Rider chants, they're going to be at an all-time high. This pay-per-view ended on a crazy note because this was such a feel-good moment. And when the TV goes off, this is all you see. Oh, yeah. And Samoa Joe had to come out. The Ops. That's one. 2.
Repeated shots from Moxley. Paradigm shifts.
3.
Just one after another. This is unconscionable. This is no, not
4.
again. Landing solid on his head and neck is Will Ospreay. He's out, guys.
5.
He's out and helpless.
Does he do it 6? I think it's 6, actually. I think he gets hit with another one.
What's the point of all this? Ospreay,
Oh, no, it was 5. Good call. Good call, Will. I didn't count it, I guess, the last time. And then he hits him with a curb stomp, too.
Are you kidding me? Powerhouse Hobbs, cut your Shibata, Samoa Joe, the Ops. Trying to come, but the steel cage stands between them and Will Ospreay. Moxley!
That may have done it right there. Yeah. That may have been the surgery-causing issue.
And that right there, man, that scene, this picture right here, if I wasn't a Mercedes Moné stan, I feel like this picture right here could have been perfect for the first episode of the Forbidden Door podcast. I want to just take a second with y'all and say, hey, man, if y'all here with me, and even the ones that ain't here with me right now, that are going to be with me when I take this shit over, I just want to let y'all know that today was just the first episode. And my work schedule is crazy, bro. I work 80-hour weeks. And this wasn't supposed to be on a Tuesday, but I wanted to get this out before tomorrow, Wednesday's Dynamite. I'm excited to open the Forbidden Door because this podcast about AEW, this shit is really, really gonna change shit in my life, and I know it. It's gonna take a lot of work, but yeah, looking at the one and only podcast that's finna be positive about AEW, cause I ain't like these other marks. I ain't thirsty for the money. I make bread, so I don't need the ratings at first. But watch, just watch, man. Right now, currently, the only wrestler following my podcast Twitter is AR Fox. So AR Fox, I want to say I appreciate you. I was the one also. 2 things I did in wrestling with no followers. Well, very little bit of followers on fucking Twitter. I'm the one that gave Ricochet his finisher name, Spirit Gun. That was me on Twitter. And then also, I'm the one that got AR Fox backlit. I made a post that went mega viral. And after that post, we started seeing AR Fox on not just Rampage at the time. I miss Rampage, though. On Fridays, quick hour AEW. But now we get to at least see AR Fox on Collision also and Dynamite. So shout out to AR Fox, the first wrestler that hit the follow button on my X, my Twitter. But I will say this, y'all, it's been a blast. I'm definitely gonna rewatch this pay-per-view. It's gonna be one that I go back to. There was some high highs and some low lows, just like this right here, what we're looking at. Get well soon, Will Ospreay. Get well soon, Swerve Strickland. Tony Storm is the GOAT. Mercedes Moné is the GOAT. Okada is better than most of the fucking roster that y'all niggas be going crazy for. And I just want to pull up this graphic too also. I just want to look at this. Like, could we just look at this, bro? The future of AEW is bright, bro. We got this tag team, bro, is going to go crazy. I know they about to pair them back in the tag team. And I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with Darby, because Darby is not finished with the Death Riders. There's no way. There's just no way. And another thing, another goal of mine is, I'm gonna say in the first episode, I'm just saying certain things I want to get in the first episode. First episode, just be clear. I'm better than you. And you know it. We rocked the MJF shirt on the first episode. On the first episode, I also want to say, I'm going to tweet Tony Khan until he sees the tweet. And I'm going to get him to approve of the Forbidden Door podcast name. All right? Because there's going to be nights that I do talk about WWE with my homies that are still big in WWE. As you can see, I want to shout out Brahma one more time. My layouts are better than anybody that's on this motherfucking app. But yeah, so I just want to shout out all the wrestlers that was at AEW, Forbidden Door. That card was amazing, and I just appreciate it. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is just the beginning, y'all. So this was the first episode. We're going to watch Dynamite, and then I'm going to give you the breakdown and tell you where the story's going, what I think, everything. So if y'all would like, and if you like the content, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications on so you can see when I drop another one. And y'all already know, follow me. The same @name that I'm on here is the same @name everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that. TikTok. Holla at your boy, man. So the Forbidden Door is out.